so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup, so which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll try to get to the marker himself. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Jukes his way for more. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. Like, you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football. It just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Turns up, it's Owens. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Looking for the 1st down, Texas A&M lines up on 4th. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Flips it out to the back. At the 40, there he goes. Breaks into the open. He's at the into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. The run inside. It's Hill. Maybe some room here. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Russell on play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity. They weren't able to do it there.
And, guys, we got to see his first start, right? Like, get started into this, being a highly recruited high school kid, taking that next step. And I'll tell you what, Jesse, watching his tape over these last weeks and now getting into the middle of the season, later part of the season, he looks like he's the part. Can he carry this team to the next level, to a natty?
That's what people are talking about now, David, because here's the thing. Everybody knew he had the physical attributes, right? The thing that we've been really impressed with, I think, is just seeing his poise and how he's handled the pressure each and every week for a true freshman. If this keeps up, David, I think that question could get answered. I think he could take this team at least to the college football playoff, and then who knows what beyond.
Long way to go on second down. Hands it off. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell makes a connection. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Shakes off the defender. May throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down.
Ready. Go, go.
Trying to establish the run. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that's how you bail your offense out, David. In a goal-to-go situation, you've been going backwards here a little bit, but you've got a quarterback that can take the game over with his legs. Great job scrambling for the touchdown.
I mean, it's uncanny. He's just got a knack, and it's so frustrating to play defenses against guys like this that just, I've got the right defense dialed up. I'm there to make a play for my team, but he's too good, and he makes a guy miss, and he takes it to the end zone. This guy is just an absolute headache.
He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Now here's Reed. Out wide right, it's Riley. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. Did some work on the return, and they mark him out of bounds right at the 20.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Reed. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Russell. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Hauls it in. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
Man, this guy is so dangerous running it, and the speed can also help him extend the play to hurt you throwing it, David. As a defense, what do you got to do to keep this guy in the pocket?
Well, the hard part is once he gets outside the pocket, You have to play the second play. The first play, everybody had a route to run, but the second play, it's the scramble drill, and receivers going to break and cut and do something different. So it's so annoying. It's frustrating to have a guy like this that can get outside the pocket and do so much damage.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. To the air, it's Russell. Way off target there.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Throwing Russell. He lets one fly deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Making the adjustment on the play. Keelan Russell. Got his man. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Came up just inches short on 1st down. Now just a few links to go here on 2nd. Again. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Caught. Fights off a defender. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. And he could not get loose on the run. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Russell. He wants it all. Couldn't make the play in the end zone, but the offense is going to come out of this with a penalty on the D. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And you have to try to apply heat to the quarterback, but you have to know when it's too much. The roughing the passer penalty gives them a 1st down. They go play action with Russell. This time he's got his man. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Tide will have to call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throwing Russell. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Reed. Oh, pressure's coming. Avoids the pressure and gets away. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He
uncorks one deep. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Fires left. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a cut! A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers taking on the number 5 team, the Miami Hurricanes.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Got his man. Still running at the 40. Turning it on. Inside the 30. Inside the... Into the house. Touchdown, Aggies. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Keelan Russell fires to the tight end. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Tide with the 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Stopped right there.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Russell. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Reed to throw. Gets a hand in there.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. He takes it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Quick give. It's Owens. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Throwing Russell. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Keelan Russell. Right side, it's Rodgers. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Trying to ball his way in. Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Straight ahead, it's Owens. Oh, he's got some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Throwing Reed. Blasted as he lets it go. And he gets rid of it.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
2nd and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Rush right in his face. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So again, they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I've got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run here.
Everything went right on that play except the receiver going out of bounds. It's late in the 4th. You've got the lead. You're just trying to bleed the clock as much as possible. Just got to have better awareness on the field.
Looking for the score. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Russell unloads it left. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he makes the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room, and couldn't find much on that return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a... And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Running inside. It's Hill. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. They'll leave it with the lone back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking for an alley. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's open. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll run the counter. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quick handoff. Breaks into the open. The 40.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Coming into this one, we wondered whether